Right. No spectator slots free in this session. Oh. What? What do you mean there's no spectator free slot in this session? Hey Shan. I'm just going to try again, but it kicked me out of spectating, I think. It's joining. I'm joining online again. It said there's no spectator free sessions, slots in this session for some reason. But it worries me that I wasn't able to click on spectating you. I was able to click on spectating everyone else, but I couldn't see the option.
Maybe she hasn't got the spectator thing done.
No, I was spectating her. I was fine to spectate her.
Try and go back to doing that then.
Have you got your stream going, Butch?
Just watch
Yes.
mine, Jamie. Just stop being a fucking sookie bastard.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do. I can't fucking find it.
You can't find my YouTube?
No.
Really? Did you just Google x-Butch-x-YouTube?
Yep.
And it wasn't there.
What came up was Butch Roberts.
In
I
Google?
assume that's not you.
No.
Yeah, and now it's just come up with all videos, but it's like the YouTube's Mr. Boss FTW.
Mr. Boss for the win. Don't type in GTA, man. Just type in Butch, like my name, x-Butch-x- and the word YouTube into Google. Those two words into Google.
It's coming out.
It's pretty weird. Okay, I think it's kicked me again. Maybe it's because of the invite only thing. I thought that's what Fox said to do, but I don't reckon that's it. Because if it's invite only, Shan, I won't be able to spectate. I reckon that's what's going on.
You can just tell her I'll just quit this.
Yeah, back out and try it again. Yeah, in a normal one.
Yeah, because I was in invite only, so.
Yeah, cool. I reckon that's what it was, hey.
Okay, subscriptions. Oh, Butch. Live 1v1. I found it. Fuck yes.
Okay. So I've just...
Hey, Obi.
Rowdy.
He's on my stream.
Alright, Shan, you are in a normal session yet?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm hosting the playlist.
Me. I can't even see you as showing online in GTA, Shan.
I'm not. Yeah, hold up. Try that.
Alright. See if that works. Hey, there we go. Spectate. Okay. I reckon that's maybe what it was, the whole not showing online thing. Maybe I misunderstood what Fox was telling me. Okay. So yeah, I'm just loading into Spectate You. Just let that happen, and then I'll get you to start the playlist and then invite. That should.
She's joining back now.
Are you in the playlist already?
Fucking yeet. Yeah.
Okay.
Shanny's pumped. I haven't had a 1v1, I don't think, ever.
Awesome. Alright, so if anyone's watching, just hang tight. We are still working out the little kinks, and there we go.
Obi said, hey guys.
Hey Obi,
And hey Killer. Yes, we do 1v1 races.
I'll be pulling up the live chat log in the stream in one moment. Oh.
Alright, so are you going to go to your own party?
I will in one moment. Just fixing this up. Just so that I've got another computer, I can look at the live stream chat in case anyone wants to say g'day. There we are.
Obi said, hey Jamie, and he blew you a kiss.
Of course he did.
Looney said, where's his kiss? Alright, so you just let me know when to start that countdown thing. I'm just gonna go to the toilet real quick.
No worries.
I'll be back, guys.
Yeah, you can start the timer, no problem. Yeah. Cool. 1 minute. Here we go. You're probably just seeing a blue screen at the moment. I'm just dicking about in party settings. Cool. So yeah, welcome everyone. This is 321. We are down to a 1v1 best of 5. So first person to win 3 tracks. Showcase between WannaBme from New York in the US. She's 17 years old, but in her head she's 20. And PrincessChannyB from Brisbane, Australia, 21 years old, but 18 in her head. Shani's got a birthday coming up in August, so everyone wish her the best for that. There'll be 5 tracks. Each of the players has chosen 2. WannaBme's chosen East Coast and City Air. PrincessChannyB's chosen Ratton and Rally. And we've got a tiebreaker chosen by my neighbour, who had no idea what the fuck I was going on about. But she has chosen Racing Alley will be the tiebreaker if we get to that point. This could be over in as little as 3 races. Otherwise, this will be all 5. So good luck to both. We're about to start the very first track, which is WannaBme's. We're starting on East Coast. Both races are ready in their purples. WannaBme's chosen the Emirates, ChannyB in the Krieger. Here we go. This should be a nice close race. Both very good races. Both very good female races that all of us know. Both in Goat Crew, which is obviously one of the faster crews in racing. I know Shani was hoping to get into Goat for a very long time there, and she finally made it in. Proven herself out on the track, racing with everyone you can think of. Shani has just taken the lead back as they come around the corner to the jump. Just want to pull off the accelerator a little bit on that one. Can brick here, but no one has, which is great. Everyone playing it safe and not going for the wall ride at this stage, which is a very good choice, especially when it's this close and it's only the first of 3 laps, which they will be doing. WannaBme just slightly nosing in front there, taking the angle on the tube entry, which they both do. Up high on the tube there so that you can get full revs just before you hit this loop. Excuse the lag just there. Round this corner, there's a nice little skip to the side, but none of them are going for that. Just going to switch back to ChannyB for a second. There we are. He's just taken the lead in front and maybe has gotten a little bit better of a tunnel exit there, or maybe it was the water. I was unable to see that as I was switching over. I'll go back to WannaBme. We should be able to see both of them doing the tube entrance loop, which is probably one of the first tricks I ever learnt, I think, from Lunatic. If you're out there, Looney, now! So here they come. Lots of good speed through this tunnel. Remember, this is WannaBme's track, so she will be pushing very hard. This was her choice on this one, pushing very, very hard to try and get back in front. I'm just going to switch back to Shani there in the back. There we go. Both races coming back across the line. WannaBme just with a little bit of a lead at the moment, not much. There's not a lot in it, to be perfectly honest. We'll have a quick look at those first lap times there. So we had a 2:10 from WannaBme and a 2:11.3 from Shani, who has unfortunately had a little bit of a brick. Now, Rockstar, you must do something about this. We didn't talk about bricks at the start of this, but we'll probably talk about bricks at the end of this. It was very unfortunate there. WannaBme a little bit wide on that corner, but she managed to control it quite well. Wonder if she'll go for the wall ride. No wall ride this time around. Nice and clean through that corner, keeping it nice and wide in order to keep the speed up. Obviously throttle control on the Emirates is the biggest thing ever because its arse slides out like nothing else. Taking a bit of an angle in. Whoops. Little bit too close to the edge of the tube there. It might give Shani a little bit of a chance to catch up. We're just going to switch back to her, see how close we really are. And Shani has managed to pull the lead back through that unforced error there of WannaBme. I'll switch back to her. And I'll just go back to Shani again. Couple of very unfortunate unforced errors there by WannaBme, but really good racing from both of these excellent races so far. Coming around to the tube entrance again, ChannyB. Nice in on the left, up and around to the right, carrying a lot of good speed up into the corner of that tube, and then just pulling the brake a little bit there, but catching that little bit just on the inside of the tube, which is unfortunate, but it happens to all of us. Shani's still managing to maintain her lead, which is saying probably about 4 seconds at this stage. We'll switch back to WannaBme for a second. Yeah, should get a pretty good view of Shani's car just there going across. Yeah, I'd say that was about a 4-second lead. Getting those curbs as well along these straights is very important. As you can see there, the Emirates doing its wonderful tricks of just sliding out, but WannaBme managing to keep good control of the car as she went around, keeping the speed up. She go for the brake boost. No brake boost there. There is a really good one there if you can get it. The bottom of those loops. Shani managing to extend her lead out just a little bit. Not sure where she got the speed from there, as I wasn't spectating, but there she is. You can just see her on the left as we went around the corner there. Trying to keep both races in view of the camera at this stage. I keep forgetting that I could do that. Alright. As you can see, Shani just there going into the tube, and looks like she pulled it off nicely. So did WannaBme. Very nice. Up into the top corner of that. Come down and get full revs if you can. There it is, full revs. There'll be another brake boost at the bottom of that if you can get it. Here's where all that throttle control really comes into effect. Very difficult car to handle, the Emirates, but worth it if you can take the time to learn it, because it is very, very difficult. Getting a lot of water there, very unfortunate. It's one of the things I hate about this track, and we all hate about this track. You can be on the best run ever, absolutely smashing a lap, and then water out of nowhere absolutely fucks you. It's impossible to predict what's going to happen with that. Just going to watch the tube entrance for here, and then we'll switch back to Shani just for the last bit. Great tube entrance. Carrying a lot of speed through there. Switch back to Shan just for the last bit of the race, who's managed to hold the lead pretty much this entire lap, which is excellent. But generally, excellent work from both races here. We didn't look at those lap times from that, but we got a 2:11 and a 2:10. Little honk there, victory honk from Shan. Congratulations, ChannyB. But excellent racing from both races, actually. And nothing to be ashamed about, man. These tracks, you've got some copped some bad water there, which always really sucks. So ChannyB takes out the first of potentially 5. So East Coast was in fact WannaBme's choice. They each got to choose 2 tracks, as I explained before. Nice thumbs up there from WannaBme. Thumbs up from Shani. Thumbs up from Shani. Little thumbs up from Shani. No thumbs up from Shani. Alright. We'll put that as a black mark against her name. Just kidding. So ChannyB takes out the first of potentially 5 races. First choice there, of course, was East Coast by WannaBme. The next track that we go on to, I believe, is going to be Rattin, which is one of ChannyB's choices. Rattin, classic Emirates track. I'm not sure what either of the racers is going to choose on this one. I know Channy generally favours the Krieger a lot of the time, but yeah, probably let the countdown go. Don't forget, Channy is also a YouTuber, so you can go and subscribe to her at any time you like. WannaBme, excellent GOAT member. I've raced with her a bunch. She's both very good racers. This, in fact, race was suggested by excellent racer in his own right, T. Landry, who just happened to good friend of the community, but he just contacted both of these girls and just said, look, I think it'd be a really good matchup if you did a 1v1. I absolutely agree. I think it's a really good matchup, and the two of them have been chatting away for the last day or so. It looks like we're getting underway. Obviously non-contact 3 laps of Rattin, and yep, WannaBme is going to go for the Emirates again. I think that's a really good choice on this track. Channy, not sure what she's chosen, but we'll find out any minute. I appreciate there's people writing in the comments. Unfortunately, I'm unable to see both the comment streams and spectate this at the same time, unless I can do something really tricky with my phone, which I'm trying right now. However, the next race is about to get started. Let's see if I can pull this up my channel. And yep, as expected, Channy's gone for the Emirates again, like the Krieger again. Like I said, she really enjoys that car a lot. Oh, it's Channy in the chat. Yeet, and they are off. Channy just pulling away at the very start there. Obi's here for the commentary. Well, I hope I do you proud, Obi. Now, of course, braking at the top of this is one of the neat little tricks that most of us racers know about, and all the squeakers don't. They go flying past us, thinking they've made it in front, and of course then we just straight away. Channy opening up her lead there a little bit. She must have got a good start at the top of that jump. Nice and wide there. Didn't see a brake boost, but that's okay. That's a very good line from WannaBme. I've seen a lot of the top racers use that exact same line. Now, I'm not sure if anyone's going to do the tunnel exit here. It's pretty risky in a 1v1. Most of us like to play it really safe during these tournaments, during these races. Hey Fox, thanks for tuning in, man. Yeah, everyone's really good, and everyone's really enjoying the stream so far. So thanks for jumping in. I certainly don't want to be stepping on your toes, and I'm certainly not going to be saying "Toit is a toiga," because that's your catchphrase, not mine. Oh, that is unfortunate there, WannaBme. Just missing the tube entrance there. I'm going to switch back to Channy for a second just to see where she's up to in the tunnel. Channy just making it past that little bit of a wall that we've all hit over the years. Getting some nice curb boosting going on as she comes down the straight, hits the speed up, and around we go. Carrying a lot of good speed. Another little bit of a curb there from ChannyB. Little bit of an angle there to take the left hand side in order to get the best line on taking this corner. Excellent corner at full speed. I always pull off just a little bit there. A little bit of a honk there from Shan. Hello, Channy, we're all listening. Channy comes through. So far in first place. We're going to stick with her at least until the top of the hill, where she will brake, as all the top racers do. Try and keep my phone open. I'm sure there was another comment there that I missed. Very nice break there from Shen. Back wheels down first. That's always the best way to go, and directly into hitting those curbs as hard as possible. Another curb there. I'm going to switch back to WannaBme for a second, see how she's going. Again, very good racing from both races in this playlist so far. This is all the tidbits you're throwing in, man. You need to do Bathurst to listen to you. No toast trotter, my man. Fortunately, I'm the only one able to do it and everything. Yeah, all good. Hey, Fox. Hey, Jamie, how you going? Excellent. We come into the loop. I've seen a lot of squeakers absolutely fuck that little loop up because they don't know to do it and they have wheels come off. Again, braking very hard there from what I could tell, which is a nice way to keep the air time down, as most of the good racers know, most of the people know, less air time means faster laps. WannaBme hitting all of those curbs really nicely. Coming around to the S-bend, this little chicane has caught us all out from time to time. Just managing to control it nicely through that. Taking a beautiful look at that. That's almost a picture. That's about as good as a tube exit entrance gets there. Very nice line from WannaBme. Throws in a little extra barrel right through and out the bottom of the tube. High speed through this section. Important to keep your speed up. Maybe take a little bit of a break there because you can fly over that checkpoint. I've done it many times, kicked myself and eaten dirt because of it. Just going to switch back to Shen there for a minute. Somebody is spectating, but I'm sure Shani will just kick them. There we go, they've left, that's fine. I'm your fear. Thank you for leaving. You obviously saw that this was a tournament and decided not to pit yourself against two of the better racers in the community. Probably a good idea. So coming around, both of them having a pretty good second lap. We're just going to have a look at those second lap times to see how we went. Switching back to ChannyB, who's just coming up to the top of the mountain again. ChannyB getting a very nice 223.776 flat. WannaBme getting a 227.039 flat. As far as I could tell, it's as small as the decimals get on this game, but I'm pretty sure that was flat. There's literally no room for error when you're talking about flat. Shanny taking the left entrance there, which is a very nice line, and getting an extra loop into the tube before the normal loop that we all do. Hard on the brakes in that section. Less air time the better, as always. Obviously there is a very tricky and difficult what I call a top tier move coming out of that tube. I've maybe only got it myself a couple of times. Shanny, what a beautiful tube entrance. That was excellent. Well done. Coming up and around. Taking a nice clean line through this tube, getting as much speed as she can out of it. Giving the fans a little bit of a honk. Everyone can see her excellent number plate there, which is just, "You what, mate?" Yeah, it's one of the best number plates in the game. "You what, mate?" So that was the lap times there. Let's go back to WannaBme. Pushing nice and hard on these curbs. Important to get a very good lap time. And she's doing very, very well. I haven't raced with WannaBme a lot, but I've definitely heard her name and I've run across her in some race lobbies this week. Nice and hard on the barrier right there. Very similar line to what I take. ChannyB has finished the race. She managed a 2:22 at the end there. We will check the lap times for both the races in just a moment to see how WannaBme went. Again, this isn't always about... Sometimes we're just racing against ourselves. I know me, for myself, if I'm not coming in first, I will just go for a best lap time. Or I'll go back and practice something that I saw Marine Jack do that no one else in the whole fucking world can do, and see how I go, which is usually not that well. 2:23 and a 2:22, only 0.3 of a second separating both of the racers there, with their best lap on that track. So that was 2 of 5. Now we switch back to a track choice from WannaBme. Each, as I explained at the top of this, but I'll explain for the people just tuning in. This is the best of 5, so it should be it will be first to 3 wins essentially. So this could be over as quick as the next race. This could go to a tiebreaker. So each of the racers has chosen 2 tracks. WannaBme has chosen East Coast, which Shani won, and she's chosen City Air, which will be the next race. The middle one there was PrincessChannyB's Ratton, and Shani's also chosen Rally, which will be the race after this. The tiebreaker, which was chosen by my befuddled and confused next door neighbour out of a beanie that I'd ripped up paper and written all the track names on it, will be Racing Alley as the tiebreaker. If we get to that, we will see. Again, WannaBme is a 17-year-old racer from New York City, who I think may have stayed up all night just to do this 1v1, which shows an awful lot of dedication, but that's what everyone expects from people in GOAT crew. Lots of dedication, faster every day, am I right? PrincessChannyB hailing from Brisbane, Australia. There should be no surprises as to what car they both choose for this track. This is a sports track. The Itali GTO is the standard choice for pretty much for every sports track except for rally. Just about to start going. Just going to check some messages on stream. Sorry, I'm not keeping up them all at the same time. My laptop has decided to cark it. Thank you, Sue. Hope you're feeling all right. Can't listen to myself speak back much. Enjoyably, blah, blah, blah. That's a kinky time, Butch. You're telling me. It was awesome. Thank you very much, Jamie. Hey, Jake, my man. What up, Jakey? Fox going on, mate. Here we go. Right at the start of track number 3. We're sitting with WannaBme. This was her choice for track for a race. Coming around to one of the corners that's given me a lot of trouble over the years. And of course, this checkpoint, if you've been doing double loop all day trying to get a world record, then you will miss that checkpoint. Beautiful, nice big loop out of the tube. Excellent line. I can see ChannyB's dot there, right behind WannaBme. These two both have excellent lines on this track. Shani just nosing in front there. And this tube, oh, unfortunate. We're just going to switch back to Shani for a second. Shani had an excellent line going through the tube-to-tube section there, which we all know and love. There's a couple of different ways to do that one. I prefer the low angle. Shani and a lot of the top racers prefer the top one, which I think is faster. So maybe I should take a leaf out of their book. Honkity honk honk from Shani Burr. Anyone going for the wall ride? Let's see. No, just playing it safe. We're going to switch back to WannaBme now. So hopefully we can see both tunnel exits here. I get quite interested to see everyone's tunnel exits. Everyone's got their own way of doing it. I've seen some fast ones, some better ones. I thought the ones I've done have been the fastest, and then I've seen someone else pull it off even better than me. Seem to be just reining Shani in just a little bit here. Going over the slowdown strip. That can be skipped, but it's a very difficult manoeuvre. Shani going up to the right there on that jump, trying to get the tube entrance. Same with WannaBme. Nice landing on the back wheels, up high into the tube corner. Now, is anyone game enough to go for the roof cut? We'll see. If anyone does, it'll be WannaBme because she wants to make up that extra time. Notorious bricking spot right here, Rockstar, if you're listening. Hopefully nobody does. A little bit of a brick there. for WannaBme. Other than that, both races doing very, very well on this track. Again, this was WannaBme's choice. They each got to choose 2 tracks. Lots of curbs, round the corner, hit that extra curb, another bit of barrier. Sorry about the lag there. Just see Shani up there in the distance, doing very well by the looks of it. We're going to stick with WannaBme for a moment, just to watch her tube exit. She had a very, very fine tube exit in the last lap. That's good. That's quite low, actually. Not far off the top of the building, which is where you want to be. Landing on the back wheels. Here we go, back into the tube to tube. Much nicer. Very good line there from WannaBme. Going into the little left-hander, a little bit off the barrier there. Shani must have run into a little bit of a problem there. We're just going to jump back and spectate her for a second as WannaBme hits back into first place. Again, this is her track. This is the one that she chose. She's very comfortable on it. Both races are. I've spoken to both of them in some detail about the tracks that were chosen. And they both agreed that it was a really good selection of tracks. They were all very comfortable with it. Just see WannaBme coming out of that corner as Shani goes into it. Nice and tight. Banking up to the right hand side to get the tube exit so that you can land hopefully as low as possible on this platform and still manage to not jump over the checkpoint, which I've done thousands of times surely by now. Shani getting the back wheels down nice and quick just so you can get the speed happening as quickly as possible. Up to the right hand side to hit the inside of the tube. Up into the top corner, down low. Now, who's risking it all? Risk it for the biscuit? No one's going to risk it for the biscuit, not this time. Little bit of flair there from ChannyB. Hopefully no brick, nice landing. We will be checking lap times. As you can see, WannaBme has just made it past the finish line. Once Shani does, for the second lap, we'll check the lap times and see how they each went. Shani had a good first lap, WannaBme had a very good second lap. So a 121 by WannaBme and a 225 from ChannyB. But keep in mind, Shani accidentally ran into some issues there, potentially Rockstar. That's usually who I blame, even if it's my fuck up. On her second lap, and the first lap obviously is a first lap standing start, so it's going to be slower. Sticking with Shan here, coming out doing the tube exit. Very nice, straightening up the car. Just going to switch back to WannaBme and see where she is up in first place there. She's got a pretty commanding lead at this stage. We'll see how we go. WannaBme making the most of those little curbs, coming down that little bit of a straight. Always nice to try and get the car up into max revs before you go over that little jump. A little bit of a curb there again. And coming up into the tunnel, looping around the tunnel, trying to get a nice low landing on the ramp above. Landing early enough, it's very good. Just off the curb, off the edge there a little bit. But I think she's still got a little bit of a lead going on ChannyB, so she shouldn't be too worried about this. This is of course lap 3, race 3. ChannyB's won the first 2, and this will bring it potentially to 2-1, extending it out to at least 4 races, which is excellent. Both of these races doing very, very well in this competition so far. Looks like Shani may have gone for the roof cut just to make up some more time. WannaBme finishes in first. ChannyB, still plenty of time to finish this race, I think. A little bit of a honkity honk honk from Shan. She comes around the last corner. Plenty of times. No one wants a DNF here. Blue Mana Spanner, yep, good luck to both races. Not sure about this commentator though. Thanks so much. Thumbs up there from WannaBme. Thumbs up from Shan. Shall we? Shall we? Yes, thumbs up. So this does bring it to the 4th of 5 tracks. The next track will be Rally, which is one of ChannyB's choices. I just realised who Blue Mana Spanner is. Yeah, of course he is. You showed me that photo of you holding up a blue mana crab when you were fishing last year. I should have realised. Ladies and gentlemen, lunatic. Now! He did ask me to say that at some point during the stream. That would at least be the second time. I'm not sure he was tuned in earlier. Counting down 35 seconds. Coming into race number 4 between WannaBme out of New York, 17-year-old GTA racer, and ChannyB, a 21-year-old racer out of Brisbane in Australia, in Queensland. Ha 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 ha, Blue Mana Spanner. Very good. Appreciate you all tuning in to give some love to our races today. We've got lots and lots of very good female and male racers obviously in the community. Everyone's welcome. Make sure that you take note of people's gamer tags and crew tags and things like that. Anyone wants to come and race with any of us at any time. I mean, I'm pretty much talking to people who are subscribed to my channel, who I all know all anyway, but if anyone stumbles across this, everyone's welcome. Now this is the one sports track where you don't want to use the Itali. I've made the mistake accidentally choosing it a bunch of times. Everyone's going to go the Issy Sport. Shanny's actually been creating an Issy Sport track recently. I believe Jake Chaboy has the world record on it so far of a 1:17. I can't quite remember the exact time, but she's still working on it at the moment. We just had a little run through of it. As we get going for Rally, race number 4. We're sticking on Shanny for the moment. WannaBme just in front, hitting a couple of those curbs nice and early, which obviously gives you just a tiny bit of a speed advantage there, but Shanny's managed to pull that back somewhat substantially. I'm not saying that, loony. Shanny pulling it, reining it back in, hard on the brakes there. Now let's see if anyone's going to go for the Nacho line. Look at these two, absolutely neck and neck. You can go straight, but if you go up to the left, Shanny going for the Nacho line, you get your wheels down a lot quicker, and it should equate to a lot more speed coming out of this section. You can see her car is going faster. Into the tunnel. Coming out into this little bit. Sorry. Coming out into the section where around the banked road area. Through this, coming through to the spinners. Now the next corner has caught me out many times. It's difficult to get the braking and the hard on the accelerate in just the right spot. Looks like WannaBme has pulled it back in just a little bit. Going to switch over to her as they both go over the jump. I've seen a few bricks in this section. Little bit of a brick there from WannaBme. That's unfortunate. That's a GTA error, and we're looking at ways to fix that these days. At the moment. Round to the side here to the slowdown strip. Back wheels down nice and quick. Anyone going for the little wall ride? Yes, WannaBme's gone for it. Pulls it off beautifully. Not sure it equated to a lot of gain on her end there. I think she went for it quite late. But, even still, both races doing very, very well so far. Going around through the spinner section, very high there for Shani. That was unfortunate that she had to go up that high in order to avoid it. Coming around to the very first skip, WannaBme takes first position. It's going to switch back to ChannyB so that we can see both cars. Anyone going to cut the corner there? No one just at this stage. Very wide there for WannaBme. Managed to keep her speed going very well. Coming up to the next skip. Here we go on the left hand side. Shani just managing to claw back a little bit of time there. Checkpoint, checkpoint. Last skip. Oh, unfortunately, there is a tree right in the way for WannaBme. It's unfortunate. She obviously knows the line, but we've all been caught out on trees, poles, you name it. I've hit just about everything in this race at least once. Probably more than once. This will give Shani a third win, which means she has taken the playlist. So congratulations to ChannyB. We've gone best out of 5. Shani's won 3, which means we don't need to go to the tiebreaker, which is Racing Alley. So not sure if the races are going to continue just to do the last one for fun. Sometimes that's a nice way to go, but congratulations to ChannyB. WannaBme, awesome racing from you as well. Fantastic. It's really good to see such quality races going hard for it the way they have. It's a big thumbs up there from Shan, and a thumbs up from WannaBme. Now, I'm not sure if the racers are going to go and do the last one anyway, even though Shen's essentially won, but we'll just wait on it in a sec and see if they decide to continue or leave. I would like to see another race. I've been enjoying this quite a lot, actually. And why not? Looks like the girls are having a lot of fun racing. And Racing Alley is a good one. This one again was picked out of a hat at random by my next door neighbour, who had no fucking idea what I was talking about. And then she gave me a bag of ground coffee for nothing, which was really nice, because she knows I drink a lot of coffee. Thank you, Steph. Steph, I forgot to send her a link to what it is I was doing. 20 seconds into the last, up to the last race. And shout out to T Landry for sparking this contest between ChannyB and WannaBme. He's obviously seen a lot of potential in both these races and thought they'd be a good matchup, and I absolutely agree. It's been very, very good. We've been swapping first and second place quite a lot between the two of them. Down to 22 seconds. Did she extend it? Maybe she needed a glass of water. Ten seconds to go. So just to recap, we had East Coast, Ratton, City Air and Rally. East Coast was chosen by WannaBme but won by Shani. Ratton was chosen by Shani and won by Shani. City Air was chosen by WannaBme and won by WannaBme. And Rally was chosen by Shan and won by Shan. That gives 3 wins to Shan, 1 win to WannaBme, making 3 out of 5 the majority. So Shan has taken the playlist, but because they're both such good sports, they've decided to continue on, finish the playlist out, even do the sudden death round, which is Racing Alley, another favourite track of mine. Beep. Here we go to the start of the race. A nice bird's eye view of both cars there. Hit down to the ground. Boy hat 432. Lunatics jumped in on the spectator just at the start of the race. Very nice. Here they go for the first cut. Both girls have gone for it. Shanny and WannaBme, about the same. Outcome there, I guess. Shanny's just nosed ahead, obviously, getting through the bowling pins up into the first tube. Nice and high on the left hand side there, and there'll be a little bit of a skip here. Which she go the long way? Yes. So there are two ways to do that skip. One is down the side of the ramp, and one is completely missing that part of the track entirely. Coming around to the S, now there is a wall ride there. No one's been doing the wall rides. It's quite risky to do that during a tournament. Most people try to play it a little bit safe. Going through the 3 spinners, very tricky. Shanny, a little bit of flair there, very good. Nice, perfect length on the jump there from WannaBme. Little bit wide there, but she managed to rein it in, which is great. And WannaBme taking the left-hand entrance. Shanny opting to go straight ahead. Anyone going to go off the side here? Looks like WannaBme wanted to, and Shanny probably would have, because I know she favours going off the side of that ramp. But WannaBme just managing to rein in a little bit of the lead there, a little bit of the lead that Shan has. WannaBme just slightly too late, going to skip the ramp entirely. Shanny coming off early. WannaBme unfortunately catching a little bit of the side of the track there. We're just going to skip to ChannyB. Unfortunately, WannaBme would have missed the checkpoint, so she started back up at the top of the ramp. Shanny taking a line that I don't normally see her take on that skip. I've been watching her race for a long time. Not going for the wall ride. Just managing to extend the lead quite nicely. A 146 there for first lap from Shanny, and a 148. Both decent times, very good. Just a little bit of a break there at the top. Shanny opting for some flair, but unfortunately missing this checkpoint, having to go back for it. Something I've done many times myself. Doesn't seem to have affected her lead at the moment, which seems to have grown quite a bit. Hopefully WannaBme is doing okay in the back there. ChannyB definitely going off the side this time. Yep. Looks like a very good lap for Shan on lap 2. Also a line I don't usually see Shan take, which is skipping the jump there. Manages not to brick. Wow. Excellent racing here from ChannyB. We're just going to switch back over to WannaBme, see how she's getting along. Shan has managed to open up the lead considerably. WannaBme just finishing up her second lap shortly. She comes up to the jump. Is she going to break at the top or go off the side? She's gone off the side. Might be a little too far to the right. She's managed to just pull it in. Nice and low on the landing there, to be honest. That was very good line. Not one I favour. I'm way too much of a push to go for that. Oops. Just going to switch back to ChannyB there. That slowdown strip is a very tricky one to get. How close do you have to Some people brake before they hit that section, some people go at it flat out, but you've got to get the checkpoint before you go wide and go off the side. Shanny doing the tube entrance, coming up and around through the spinners. Very nice, little bit of a honk there from Shan. Not taking any chances at missing this. Missing the... Well, she definitely got the checkpoint. Let's put it that way. She definitely got the checkpoint. Here she goes. Coming into the final stretch. Only one checkpoint in it now, which is the finish line for Shan. Off the side again. This will be a very, very good lap for Shan. She's having a wonderful time by the looks of it. And not sure, but very sportsmanlike of Shan. That's excellent sportsmanship from ChannyB. Just knowing that no one likes being DNF'd in a tournament, so she's holding on at the final little bit there. I'm just going to switch back to WannaBme as she rounds that last tube, and it should be coming up the ramp right now, probably about to do the skip about now. Just landed it, and here she comes. A lot of good sportsmanship from these two racers. Anyway, congratulations to ChannyB, who has taken the playlist. Well done to both racers. Very good sportsmanship. Excellent racing. So all of us really, really appreciate all of the hard work that the two of you have put in to what essentially would be years of racing for the both of you. So congratulations to ChannyB, and wonderful effort from WannaBme as well. I hope to see more matchups like this. That was fantastic. Fantastic work from both. So I'm going to end the stream there, but thank you everyone for joining in. We will tune back in again and see where we sit. So, yep, that's it for the stream. Thanks very much.